Hello, and welcome back. Finally back to playing Final Fantasy XIV. Also, over my holiday break, I did find out that I'm like, I think somewhere around 10 quests away from Heaven's Horde. So, getting real close. Getting real close. Finally. But also, I've just recently been made aware of Elmo's beef with Rocco, and I gotta share this with you because it's.
That's Elmo's favorite. Oh, Gabby, can Elmo have an oatmeal raisin cookie instead, please?
Oh, gee, Elmo, that was my last one.
Oh, that's okay, Gabby. Elmo will just take this one.
No, wait, Elmo.
What?
Rocco says that he wants the oatmeal raisin cookie.
Uh-huh.
Rocco? Rocco's a rock, Zoe. Rocco won't know the difference.
Yes, he will. You can't have that cookie, Elmo. Rocco wants to eat it.
How? How is Rocco gonna eat that cookie, Zoe? Tell Elmo. Rocco doesn't even have a mouth. Rocco's just a rock. Rocco's not alive. That's Elmo.
And there's more, by the way, like
Not
this.
Rocco.
Yes, Rocco! You got it, Elmo! Say happy birthday to Rocco!
Happy birthday, Rocco!
Look.
Nice.
Gordon.
Yeah.
Come here.
He said,
Excuse us, Zoe. Gordon?
Yeah?
Rocco's a rock.
Rocco's a rock, Gordon. and this.
Elmo's not going to play with Zoe anymore. This playday is over.
Wait, where are you going?
Alaska.
It's faster if you drive.
Elmo's not going to play.
Oh, it's just it's too good.
Play with us.
Zoe, rocks can't play.
Oh, Rocco can. He's a very special rock. He can do anything. Go on, say hello, Rocco. Yeah, Rocco says hello.
Elmo didn't hear anything.
Well, that's because you don't speak rock.
Well, nice to see you.
Oh, and then this one.
J-A-M-M-O-H-Q-R-S-T-U-V-W-X-Y-Z. Oh, Rocco says that was a great workout.
It sure was, Rocco.
That double take.
Rocco didn't even move.
Oh, sure he did. You were just too busy to notice.
So, what should we do next?
Ah.
Oh, Rocco's got a lot of things he wants to do.
Of course.
Of course. Oh, poor Elmo, man. It's just this whole rabbit hole. Oh boy. I love it. I'm here for you, Elmo. I'm here for you. Right. Let's go ahead and switch into Final Fantasy, shall we? Soon as there you go. Here we are. So over my holiday break, I have hopped in on my own time on occasion in order to level a couple of things. I leveled up Archer all the way to Bard so that I could use my own instruments. And then I found out that there's an agreement that you have to make in order to be able to play whatever songs you want. And that agreement is that you won't play any third-party songs. And now I know that I'm sure nobody plays third-party songs, right? When they're bards using their performance actions. Nobody does that. But also, I'm sure that if I would try to do that while streaming, that would be a bad idea. That'd be a really bad idea. So, that kind of put a damper on my plans to play whatever song I wanted to on stream. But then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try out Thaumaturge. So now I've gotten to a level 25 in Thaumaturgy over here. Gotta get to level 30 for the next quest. And Thaumaturge, it's interesting. I do like the ability to put people to sleep. That's nice. I like that. But also for a DPS class, it doesn't feel very strong. It feels like I'm like plinking away at enemies, like doing little bits of damage here and there. Especially because every spell you try to cast has a casting time of like, see, like 2.50 seconds, 2.50 seconds, just like everything. 3 seconds here, 3 seconds there. That one's instant. There's a couple that are instant, and there is one swift cast, or spell that's instant called swift cast that allows you to cast the next spell instantly. However, it's got a cooldown of 1 minute, so just feels like a very slow damage dealer. Especially when I was doing duties to level up, it felt like I was like, okay, I'm charging up my spell, I'm gonna hit him, and he's already dead because my my buddies here killed him. Alright, next target. Readying up my spell, I'm gonna hit him with this big spell, and he's already dead, so my spell is... that time I spent trying to cast it is useless. Well, good fight, guys, good fight. But it is at least somewhat useful in boss fights. Because they have a lot of health, so it doesn't matter if I take 3 seconds to cast a spell. And I can addle him to make him deal less damage. Which is nice. But yeah. And also while on my holiday break, I changed my appearance. I am no longer a Highland Huron. I am now... I'm not even... I can't remember what it was. Will it tell me in here? Yeah. Midlander Huron. Now I'm a Midlander. So I am smaller. I also spent like 200,000 gil on outfits. So I now have this outfit and also this outfit for the colder climates, and this piratey outfit. Look at that, pretty sick, pretty styling, really nice. It also sucks that there are equipment like this where it's all like, oh well, this is a Disciple of War equipment, so you can't apply that as a glamour to your Disciple of Magic equipment. It's not allowed. And I'm like, come on, man, please. But now, I mean, I've got this sick poncho over here, so who even cares? Got this poncho, got these glasses, silver spectacles. pretty styling now. And for some reason, it won't let me use this on, glamour this onto that. Or glamour it at all for some reason. It lets me put it into my chest here, and it says it's for all classes. It's only an item level 16, but it won't let me put it onto this, which is an item level 17. It says, let's see. Like if I try to apply it, I think. Does it say? No, it said somewhere. It was all like, you're not allowed to do that with, oh yeah, if I, tried to cast the glamour onto this from here. Can't do any of this. For some reason, it won't let me do any of it. It's like, if I try to do that, it says, glamours may not be stacked? What? What? This thing has no glamours on it! That item has no glamour to dispel. Unable to cast glamour due to class restriction. Glamours may not be stacked. What? I don't get it! It won't let me glamour these half gloves. And I don't know why. Well, it would let me cast this one apparently, but just not this one. Maybe because it's a level 16 equipment and this is level 15 equipment? I don't know, man. This is ridiculous. But look at how cool these hard leather ring bands would look. You know? Oh well. Right now, though. Oh yeah, I also accepted the quest, the blue mage quest, but I haven't done anything with it yet. I also need to speak with Mutamix. You know, we'll speak with Mutamix real quick, and then it's off to more main story quests. Because we gotta finish up this darn A Realm Reborn. Fly no higher. Ha! Nonsense. Hey Mutamix, what's up?
Uplander seeks knowings of shifty making, yes? Then Uplander should make open ears to tongue flaps of Mutamix. Process of shifty making is of big help use. First, be taking 5 need not materia, yes? Melty mix this one, melty melt that one, squeeze and squash, then big eyes! 5 need not, reborn as one shiny new! But shifty making is not simple like crafty making. Knowings of shifty making are much and many, and Uplander's brain case, though big for Uplander, is small. Uplander need not be making worry face. If Uplander has many need not materia, bring them to Tent Ring. Mutamix will shifty make up for Uplander.
Uh-huh. Mutamix will perform materia transmutation for you at any time, free of charge. Bring the goblin 5 pieces of unwanted materia, and he will transmute them into a single new piece to use as you see fit. That said, materia transmutation remains an inexact science.
As for what manner of materia will emerge each time Mutamix works his wonders, not even the goblin genius himself can say.
Well, it's good that that's an option. Now, time to go back to being a ninja. And, yeah, see. Oh, 52 ninja, 30 bard, and 25 thaumaturge. And I've been thinking about tinkering with one of these healer classes, like a sage or a conjurer or astrologian, something like that, to see what they're all about. But again, first steps first, getting to Heavensward. Right. Good intentions. That, I believe, would be the next quest. Da 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 da. Yeah.
I am most eager to address the Asian threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. Were not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason?
You're just more Scions of the Seventh Dawn, Alphino.
True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Junasia, in particular, is ever a steadying hand, who I trust will continue to support the Braves.
Not Nodders.
To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Uldar? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Teledeji Aladeji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Raban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be best, or for the best, if I were to remain in Uldar, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Mondrida's research is proceeding as planned. So she tells me, though I am not familiar with the details. Urianger is poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Eunocia, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Alphino and his braves with theirs? It would do much to restore faith in the immortal flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Nodders. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Riol's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'Dan riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion.
Very well. Go. Hello, Rio. Wow, 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 wow.
Pleasure as always, Eunocia. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'Da, I take it? Actually, I had another task in mind for her. If you would be so kind as to repeat your report for her benefit. Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons, what found their ways into refugee hands a ways back. So happens we caught wind of something promising, a rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Brings to mind the merchant what caught an arrow while talking to Eunocia, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, savvy? Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Eunocia? Then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilberd at Highbridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Ul'Da. I expect good tidings.
Very well. Off to Highbridge. It's raining here. In the desert. It's pouring rain. Now that don't make no sense. Look at this place. Does it look like it gets pouring rain ever? Immersion broken. Shattered. Hey, Ilbert.
Ah, Eunocia. My scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer. and it would seem that his guests have arrived. There would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a woman of your standing, and Commander Levelour needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men have need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, 'tis only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. Indeed. Next quest. Bait and switch. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Genasia.
Well, I don't know how to fade into nothingness, so it's gonna be difficult to follow you. I'll just have to fly to where you ended up. Wait, are you underground? Are you in a cave? You are in a cave, aren't you? Well, shoot. Ah, there's the entrance. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba.
I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I've a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the Black Marketeer unawares. Once you've disposed of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Then let us be off. Good luck, my friend.
All right. Magitech armor. Hello, hired thug. I would like a word.
Who goes there? An adventurer? Fool. You should have never come here.
Really?
Doton.
No fate joined. Lies. I don't join fates that are so beneath me. Speaking of beneath me, these bodyguards. Just like Ilbert said. Oh, hello. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Perhaps Suitan. And then Trig Attack. And then you're dead. Hello. Goodbye. Right. And you're dead. Well. Back to the tunnel. Ah. Huh. A destination.
I don't understand. What's this all about?
I hate the question marks. I never know what voice to give people. Ilbert? buddy?
As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. But before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate that. And to bring an inexperienced recruit. Commander Levalure will be most disappointed. It all. A golden opportunity wasted. As for the clients, though we know not how, they slipped past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of Duskwhite sellswords. We suspect may be them. Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the immortal flames for the brass blades. Alas, we're here to aid them. They're in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have secured the weapons. Yet even that accomplishment is lacking. For the information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but.
All I know is that's another quest complete. One step closer to Heavensward.
I will join the first in their hunt for the Duskwhite sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ul'dah in my stead, and trust them to the Third's Yuyu Hase. Yuyu Hase. He will take care of the rest.
Very well. Come with me, wooden crate. We are going to Ul'dah. Ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Weaver's Guild to be closest.
Aethernet. The Weaver's Guild. Sprint.
Earl Lane. I tried to recruit you to the company that is basically just more scions. Hey, Yuyu Hase.
Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable. Friend to the Crystal Braves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Querthus. Now, what brings you to us this day?
Confiscated. Great.
A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilberd, you say? Understood. Once we've cataloged the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames.
This cannot be everything, can it? Riol stated with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons.
Oh, whoops, I gave her the wrong voice.
A blatant falsehood. Clearly Riol is unfamiliar with the ways of Ul'dah merchants. Whoever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all.
It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we've got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north.
There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not to seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the ceruleum processing plant. Time for the Fourth to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, Alian, for the freedom of all. Salute. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the Immortal Flames will hear of your contribution. Until we meet again.
Uh-huh. Hi.
Genasia, a word if it please ye. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time. Don't you worry.
Uh-huh. Back to the markets, huh?
Why the markets?
That I just don't understand.
Thanks for indulging me request. Few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and the bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed.
I would think not. There's too many ears. Somebody'll hear something.
I'll get to the point. At the Burning Wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out.
You saying you don't trust the captain?
That's not quite how the first told it. These Duskwights they were chasing. The latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw him yourself? Not before the fighting started and not after? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in me bones. I'm not daft to be misled, or daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable. I know he purchased those weapons. Huh. As if I have never deciphered a moneylender's books, or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking Gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, let's get back to it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I trust the captain.
Genasia, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you are able.
I will see you immediately then. Just 2 shakes of a buffalo's tail.
No. Gotta get into the Rising Stones. What is it, Tataru? I'm here.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Genasia. We've a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most, determined lady by all indications.
Oh, that's it?
I thought we were in trouble.
Easy, chorus.
Our guest is with the Antecedent in the Solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we?
Indeed.
Let us away.
Hello.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you.
Ah, voice acting. Wonderful.
I believe the two of you have met.
See?
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
No.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which
You
brought
see
you
now
to us.
why I had you summoned. No, because she hasn't told me what she wants me for.
The
She just said that she wants me.
Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the
Okay.
Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
Ah.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald. Only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Urianger has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard Zorma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard Sorma. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights.
And that's why you
Therefore,
want
Sir
me.
Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept?
Nodders. As my character always
We knew you would not
does.
disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
Character's only response.
To prepare
Nod.
for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Determined faces.
Forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. As Urianger stated, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius van Balsar attempted to seize control of Mordana. So massive was his force that that all thought his victory a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgard Zormr, legendary guardian of Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrius. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's cerulean engines failed, and it tumbled into the lake below, yet this victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing ether from malms around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its center, a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Amaric's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Nodders. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done, and precious little time to do it.
Oh, it's just right down there. Alright. Out of the solar we go. And out to Mordana. Yeah, right down there. Oh, it looks like it's a dungeon. Well, hopefully the queuing won't take too long. Hello, Doman Watch. Cutscene.
You're in luck, miss. I was about to send word to Remnant's Toll about the Garleans. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castrum Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake, though I cannot say for certain at this distance. I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. The Castrum supply lines have been cut for some time, and I'd wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment.
Wah, 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 wah.
So it's true then? The Ishgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again? Well, from here that seems rather unlikely. If it's assurances they want, you've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage, and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrius, then climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say.
Right. The Keeper of the Lake. Now available. Keeper of the Lake. This is the one that I must find. What's with this? Is item level synced? All item levels will be adjusted. Oh, okay, that's all. Well, I need to do Keeper of the Lake.
15 years ago, in the skies above the Silver Tear Falls, the invading forces of the 14th Legion were set upon by a host of dragons. Leading the charge was Midgard-Zormr, legendary King of Kings, who engaged the Garlean flagship, the Agrius, in battle. In the end, both Midgard-Zormr and his foe fell to the earth, and their tangled remnants stand as a memorial to that day. A ruined airship, and the charred corpse of the Worm Lord who brought it low, forever devoid of life.
Well then. An average wait time of 10 minutes. That's a long time. Guess we'll just sit down and have a think. Well, I gotta say, my holidays were pretty good. I got some new musical instruments, which were a ukulele and a kalimba, and I quite enjoyed them. I also, if you paid attention to my Twitter, I also got a Millennium puzzle. Like an actual, made of plastic, but 3D Millennium puzzle. That's an actual puzzle. You get the pieces, and there's no instructions for it. You just have to figure out how to fit them together into that pyramid shape. And it's really neat. More complex than I thought it would be. For sure. But yeah, I got those. Spent some time with some extended family. And I also watched Encanto, which is a great movie, would highly recommend it. And I mean, it is, I believe it's Pixar. Let me make sure. It's Disney, so almost certainly. I think it's just be credited Walt Disney Pictures and Walt Disney Animation Studios. So it's just Disney. But yeah, still really good. Great songs in it as well. And then tomorrow evening I'm gonna be watching the new Spider-Man. Can't wait to see that. Let's see. Much. Yeah. Didn't do much for New Year's. Just kind of hung out, chill.
Had a chill time. Although people in my neighborhood were lighting up fireworks that night, of course. But they'll light up fireworks on like any holiday. My neighbors are crazy. Oh, the average wait time did go down to 8 minutes. Now it bumped back up to 11. Oh. Oh. Hi. Oh. I think he's going to join the queue. Where are you? A warrior. That's a tank class. He'll probably get in immediately. Upon the surface of this multi-aspected crystal are carved the myriad deeds of warriors from eras past. Actually, I'm pretty sure warrior is a tank. I would assume it's a marauder subclass. Or advanced class, or whatever you call them. Because he does have an axe. Yeah! Commence! We in? What? What? Party members withdrawn. Come on. Wow, so close too. At just like 8 minutes of waiting. Oh, and if anybody watching this hasn't seen the stream I did on Monday, which was the Pathless, that game's really neat. I had a lot of fun with that, and it was that's just like the first. I think I only got through like the first quarter to third of the game. And movement in that game is really fun. Here we go. Actually got in this time.
Put your faith in the light.
Midgard Swordburn. The Keeper of the Lake. Mordor. Look at us. Oops. Ah. Let's go. cut these crabs down to size. Catan! Yeah, when going from ninja to thaumaturge, thaumaturge feels real slow. So maybe that's just whoa. Maybe that's just the fact that ninja's so fast. But thaumaturge really feels slow. I nearly died there just running in there like that. Mistakes were made. Suta. Die quickly, please. Dumb nicks. Bug. Oh. Iron Hunter. Flamethrower, huh? Wait, how did I get hit by that? I wasn't... What? I was behind him. Sweetheart. Assassinate. Assassino. Are you holding a gun? A bird holding a gun? Also, I'm gonna faint you. Lightning bolt. Whoa. Hey. What? 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 That's it. I was nowhere near any of those bombs. That's ridiculous. Rita. Huta. And trick attack. And you are so dead. Got a ring. Hello, cohort. Assassinate. Right. Hashtag terminal. Deactivating barrier. Let's go. Putra.
Oh. They're dead.
Triton. Bug.
A treasure coffer. Lovely. Earrings. Greed.
Baton.
What the? Why am I taking so much damage? This makes no sense.
Die, cohort. The barrier is no more.
Oh, ow, ow, mistakes. Oh no. Whew.
Brighton.
Uh-oh.
Brighton.
A dagger. Ow. So faint. Assassino.
Brighton.
Putan. Oh. Good daggers. Good daggers. Ah, he's dead. Good. Wonderful. Greed.
Gorito.
Okay. Explosions.
Death blossoms.
Throw dagger. Yeah. Kata. Death blossoms. Death blossoms.
Wakata. That doesn't look good. Mapping the realm is nice, but
who treadeth now upon my bones and waketh me from slumber sweet?
not I.
Thou hast forgotten the face of thy Lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
Am I gonna fight a ghost dragon? Snacks on an apple. Okay, guys. Alright, I'm here. I'm ready. Brighton. Oh. Assassino. Gotta watch yourself in a fight like this. Pick yourself before you get wrecked. Excuse me? Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. I was like, where do I go? You've killed one of your buddies. Now we can focus on you. Ow. It's fine, I'm fine. Oh. Oh. There's so much going on. Right. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ow. There's too much going on. Ow. Ow. Alright, I'm going over here. Get me in the center. Ow! Ow! Oh no, I'm so dead. Oh. Woo. Woo. Really thought I was dead there. This Mirage Dragon needs to stop. Triton. Yes! Dungeon Siege 2. $50 elegant tombstone. 80 elegant tombstones.
Oh, everybody else is already gone, I guess. Oof.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve.
Huh. Oh. I was waiting for him to continue, but he was waiting on me.
Speak, mortal, and I shall listen. Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn.
But why though?
Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds.
No. That's a terrible way to think. The sons had nothing to do with their father's misdeeds.
We do not forget. We do not forgive.
Well, you're failing to forgive the wrong people. Nopers.
7 children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution.
Uh-huh.
I rise to join in the chorus.
Please don't.
Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end.
But no.
Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen. Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent. Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
That didn't look pleasant. Now what? Nani? What's... What? What? Now hold up. I labored for those. It took me a while to gather all 6 of those. What just happened? I don't appreciate this, Midgardsormr.
thinkest me an oath breaker?
Yes.
Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand.
Then what did you do?
Not mine.
You destroyed my gems.
I did but strip thee of thy mistress.
Yeah, that's harming me.
Blessing.
That's called harming me, sir.
Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
You literally are an oath breaker. You said you wouldn't harm me, and then you literally just harmed me. You, sir, are a breaker of oaths. Also,
The covenant binds me to thee.
what covenant? What? And who is this?
I shall watch, listen, and wait. Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp.
True.
I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth our beginning and an end.
What if he just didn't, though? What if instead you didn't break your oath that you made 5 seconds ago? You jerk. You may summon Midgard-Zormr by selecting the corresponding entry within your minion guide, under character in the main menu. What a jerk. Took me a lot of time and effort to gather those 6 gems, and then he just shatters them. Right after telling me, oh, I won't harm you.
I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? Ah, but you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alphino left a message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once.
Rising Chorus. So I got some new items, I guess, for other classes, it seems. Yep. And some earrings that aren't going to be nearly as good as the earrings that I have. Because, yeah. Yeah. Necklace, though. Nah, that's a strength necklace. That's no good for me. That's a previous one that I've gotten. Yeah, because it's only 15 dex and mine is 20. Well, what about this ring, though? 18 dex, 18 vitality. Only 13 critical hit, but 19 determination. It's better than the hero's ring of aiming. Equip it. Why not?
Hey, to the Rising Stones.
Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Amaric's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it? Then I would hear your report.
Well, you see.
You conversed with Midgardsormr? I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish, and has, in sooth, lain dormant these past 15 years?
Less a resurrection and more a rejuvenation, for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments.
Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Amaric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgardsormr in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk, lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection, and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Amaric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray, remain here for now. Is there something you are not telling us, Genosia? You seem different somehow. 'Tis almost as if you are missing something. Something important.
Well, you see.
12 for Fend! Midgardsormr stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you all right? How do you feel? I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgardsormr made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Althik and Nemea, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgardsormr ever watch over the source, from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Hydaelyn herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly.
That lousy snake. What? Hey! Speak of the devil.
Art thou a pawn or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal?
I'm about to punt you into next week, buddy.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale.
Yup. Confronted and definitely did not speak to.
I give thanks to Halone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Hey, thanks.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
As we are nearing the expansions. So, the Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet, regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgardsormr who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance, and pray that our fears are unfounded. Next quest. Ether on Demand. Ere I forget, I believe Moenbryda has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Hello, Moenbryda. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the solar, shall we? Why did I even have to speak with you over here? Why didn't we just all go to the solar? Why were you standing over there if you wanted to... Wasting my time. Hello, everybody.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking, I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether.
Sure would.
Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? Aye, I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. Yeah. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
That's also true.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea.
And how could we do that?
I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
So you're saying you have nothing then?
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing.
What?
But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose.
Okay, so you don't have
nothing.
nothing.
Try it out.
You do have something.
Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether.
Yeah.
Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's Sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arceans will next appear.
And why not?
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
And also, why not kill two birds with one stone? Test out your little siphon thing on the Garleans.
Though you have become a Crystal Brave, you are yet a Scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you.
Also, the Crystal Braves
Pray,
are basically
join
just
the Crystal
Scions.
Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalymo shall accompany you.
There's very little
Ida and
difference
Yestola. In the meantime, I would
between
have you
the
assist
Scions and the
Moonbreeder.
Crystal Braves.
Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white auricite.
Thank you, Urianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
Time to speak with Alphino.
Twould seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation, though I would wish it otherwise. I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already deployed to the area, and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilberd at our headquarters in Uldar. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines.
Ever the busybody, that Alphino.
Your duties take you to northern Thanalan, do they not?
We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Philarmen travels to Uldar, and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. Ah, how extraordinary that my little Asilla is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side, not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections. But I fear that Uldar has become a place of danger, even for one so familiar with her streets.
Bah, woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, milady. Ooh-ah!
I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way, then?
Start. So long, farewell, adieu, adieu, adieu. To the processing plant. Away! There you are, Wilred.
Commander Levelure sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talents is more welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task at hand. The Flames' reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Roban's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing: getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray, speak with Lieutenant Edelstein that we might coordinate our counter-strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Private Vassan, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draftsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the Flames stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial Army. I would once again ask for your aid.
Very well.
We've been keeping a close eye on that Garlean garrison, and 'twould seem the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the castrum are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. I have apprised your fellow Scions of the situation, and am heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report to Lieutenant Aliane, and lend your much welcome strength to the counter-offensive.
Very well. Aliane. Or Aliane. However you pronounce your name.
Glad to have you with us, Genosia. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force from Castrum Meridianum. Their main column assembles to the north near Dalamud's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west.
They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men.
Captain Ilbert!
Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bids you and your fellows come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the Fourth should have little trouble contending with aught the Garleans might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The Third was getting restless holed up in Ul'dah, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack.
The reinforcements are welcome. We've enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls.
Aye, 'twould be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garleans.
A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire. If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the Fourth and give battle to this main column.
You're with the Third then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Iyuhase. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now.
And he is apparently just over yonder.
Iyuhase. A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin. Now, this detachment force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads, the better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground. And make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. And seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. Aye, this will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion.
Very well. Off I go to find these squads. Hi. Watch out. And also Katan. And another Katan. Death blossoms. Hello. And he's dead. Well then. Quite simple. A group of hostiles. Katan. Go. Katan. What are you gonna do, Reaper? You're gonna die, that's what. Also, why would you put this battle right next to two Earth Sprites? It's very difficult not to get them involved in the fight. Hello, Yu Hassan.
You seem grim, Scion. I'll take that to mean that between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the Castro. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another of those Magitek horrors. It's time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the Fourth and let Lieutenant Alien know the West is now clear. I would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein.
Sure.
Stein. Job's done. Private Vassan, what news of the Garleans?
They're dead, sir.
Their raiding parties are no more, then? Excellent. The Amagina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance.
No problem. Next quest.
You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Alien has reported a sound victory over the main column, and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. The Rogadin lady with the large axe. 'Twould appear she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but northern Thanalan is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sort such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you could check in on her before you continue on your way.
Fine. Doing menial tasks at level 50. Hey, could you go check in on this person for me? I know you're level 52 and are a mighty warrior and all that.
Savior of many people. Why are you... Why does the Otterman not attack you, Monbrita? Why does it only attack me, huh? Ridiculous.
Hold on, I won't be a second.
Very well.
The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe.
Apparently not the Otterman.
I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say?
I wasn't going to say anything.
Axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
I stabbed many beasts with my daggers.
It's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it.
Shiny.
So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting.
Oh boy.
Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed?
Yeah.
The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
Sounds good.
She senses me. A useful talent.
Mm-hmm.
Hanassian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth, meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales.
Okay.
And you have long been a thorn in my side.
Have I?
I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Yep.
Oh, bugger.
Oh, come on.
Do settle down.
That makes no sense.
You must concede that I acted in self-defense.
Nope.
But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, dear. Could it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now is the time to claim the staff.
What?
With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
No. No, no, no. No.
What did that bastard want with us? Nobrialis, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet.
You didn't understand what he was saying?
But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff.
Yeah.
Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
That sure took you a second to piece together.
Would you leave me alone? Oh my goodness.
The two of you need to get lost. Assassinate. I don't have time for you. Going to Revenant's Toll. We're too late, aren't we?
You're here. Master Louis Soir's staff is kept in the solar, isn't it? Quickly now.
We're too.
You two.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
So you were able to divine my intent. You literally told me you were going to go for the staff. You said the staff. There's only one the staff, and that's Louis Soir's staff that I've seen since the beginning of the game. Anyone would piece that together. A baby would piece that together, buddy. You weren't clever.
What do you mean?
Also, what if I stab you in the back?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
What do you mean now that the seal is gone? I mean, sure, I guess my quote-unquote seal is gone, but doesn't Minfilia here have a seal as well? She's connected to Hydaelyn, isn't she?
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Also, why can't I just stab him? Why does my character just stand there? Also, ow.
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic. A memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings.
Funny you should mention that. We need this.
How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
All the while, my character just stands there and does nothing. What? Really? Oh, here, let me help you up. Let me do something in this cutscene.
Quickly, before the rift closes.
Daughters, yes. I hadn't thought about this before. Yes, I would like to do the Chrysalis. 5 minutes. I can wait 5 minutes. I can chill here next to Mumbreda, bleeding out on the ground. Scroll up. Is this the best MMO or the best Final Fantasy? Yes, both. Lol. 7 has snowboarding. Have you not heard of the most critically acclaimed MMO of all time? Pog. Rio with a great counterpoint. 7 has great minigames. Condor Canyon is super good. Is the gold saucer in this fun? You mean the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, which does not have a free trial that does not include the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 with no restrictions on playtime? FF14's newest expansion, Endwalker, is out now that you cannot buy? Yes, that one? You mean the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, which does not have a free trial that does not include the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 with no restrictions on playtime? Final Fantasy XIV's new expansion, Endwalker, is out now that you cannot buy? Yes! Excelsior! Such a good beat. Oh, goodness. Oh, wrong button. Back to sitting next to the bleeding Moonbreda. Hello, Moonbreeder. Got what minion? Here we sit. It's still just so ridiculous. Moonbreeder is just laying there in pain. Meanwhile, I'm just all like, doo doo doo, waiting for a party to go into this portal. Ah yes, quick! Through the rift before it closes! It could close at any minute now. Yeah, it's surely closing right now as we speak. Look at it. It's getting smaller. Yeah, you must go quickly. Hurry up! You wouldn't want to miss it, cause then Minfilia will be lost forever. So, go now. Yeah, but give me a second. Just give me a second. I gotta wait for 3 other people. Well, it's been over 5 minutes. But we gotta wait for 7 people. Not 3, 7! What? Yeah, it's gonna be a while. I'm but a lowly DPS. It's over 6 minutes now. Ah, finally! But wait, the Keeper of wait, no, wait, that's not, no, hold up. No, that's, what? I didn't want, no, I've already done this. I don't need, no! That's not what I signed up for. Gosh dang it. Heck, nabbit. Snipper. Now I'm stuck with this. I can't just leave them here. Duty Finder even said, you know, it needs a party of 8. This is not a party of 8. This doesn't require a party of 8 either. How do I keep getting hit by these AoEs that I'm not in the lineup? Stop it. Just die already. Right. How have I already taken so much damage? What? Right. What was that? What? I was just blinded for no reason. Let's give it up. Put down the gun and come quietly. Dang it. Just die already. Whoop. There we go. Cast my lot for the leggings. Oh, whoops. My mistake. What? Why didn't they? There you go. Why did everybody target me? What? No, this is not what you're supposed to do. Waste of ninjas. Die, Signifier. Die. Die! Item. There we go. Ah, she just barely beat me to it. We'll take out this gunship. What the heck, man? God. Stop running away from me. Not good. Why did you do so much damage? Oh my goodness. Wait. This darn Magitech gunship. I hate him a lot. Ah! What? At least he's dead. Grido.
Katan. Come on. Okay, I guess you want to get the largest crowd possible. Katan. 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 Die, Wyvern. Alright, final fight. Skip that scene. Puta. Sworn promise is sealed off. Oh. Ow. Rude. Hey, Estrella, get out of here. He's dead. Take that. How do you like them apples? Ow. He didn't like them apples. Eh. Oh. Oh, stop. Oh my goodness. Just the number of AoEs on this boy. Ridiculous. Buta. Damn.
No. Yeah, now you're mad. Oh, come on. Right. Strike him down. Skip cutscene. I did not want to do this one. Again, that is. But, okay, fine. Seriously. Clear my selection because I just want this. The Chrysalis, that's it. Don't know why it suddenly joined in on that one. Whatever the lake. Like, come on. So now I've got to sit here for another at least 5 minutes. So dumb. Let's see. What's that? Very good, it seems. Yeah. Nah. How do they look, though? They look alright, I guess. A different strength necklace. And a strength ring. Ah. Yeah, that'd be weapons. Well, here we are once again, Lombrita. See the rift that you were so afraid was going to close before I could get through it? It's still there. I went off and fought Midgardsormr again. Unintentionally, but I did, and the rift is still here, Lombrita. Your fear's unfounded. This rift is just going to sit here forever, apparently. Especially since I'm apparently never gonna get a party together. Who's the duty finder to confront Nabriers in the Chrysalis? Which, by the way, makes no sense, because it's literally, oh, there's the rift, quick, go through before it closes. But also wait till you have 7 other friends to go with you. And it needs to be 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 3 other DPS beside yourself, because you're a DPS. It has to be those classes. But hurry through the rift! Go! Now! And by now, I mean wait!
Wait till you get a party formed and then go! Quickly! Before it closes! That, I believe, is the biggest immersion break in this game, is that there are so many. I mean, the whole main story is all like, you're the hero, you're the special one, chosen by Hydaelyn. You're amazing, you're really great. You did all this stuff. But then when you're playing through the game, there are dozens upon dozens of times where it's like, okay, now go find a party of other people who are just like you, other players who are also chosen by Hydaelyn, of which there are millions, and then go do this little dungeon here. But then as soon as you get out of the dungeon and continue the main story quest, it's all like, wow, you're awesome, look at, you did that, you by yourself, it was you who were amazing. Never mind the 7 other people who were with you, who are just like you, who are players, who are also chosen by Hydaelyn. We're just not going to mention that part. It just feels so weird. It's like the game wants to be a single player game, but then just hammers in, just like forces in these parts where you have to join up with other people in order to continue your main single player quest. It doesn't feel good, that's for sure. I mean, it makes sense that you would need more than just you to go and take on, like, primals and whatnot. But it doesn't make sense that in-universe they treat it like you did it yourself. Or you went with a couple of friends, quote unquote, who were definitely just ordinary people. And also, we're never going to mention your friends ever. This feels like they want to be a single player game, but they also want to be an MMO. But also they are an MMO, and so they have to include, or they feel like they have to include, all this stuff that requires multiple people. Just feels kind of slapped together. Like there was like one team that was working on the main story quest and fleshing it all out, and then there was another team that was just working on, okay, we're gonna work on dungeons. And then when they were done with the dungeons, they were all like, all right, now fit this in. We got these dungeons, fit them into your main story quest. Just shove them in anywhere. We don't care. That's the way it feels. Although there is at least some attempt to... there's quite a bit of an attempt to make them make sense. At least as far as, oh, there's this primal, we need to take it out. And we're sending you. and also a couple of your friends. But we're sending you to go take down this primal threat, who we will never mention again. But go. We are counting on you and your friends. You know? Well, I've been sitting here for 9.5 minutes. It does say the average wait time went from 5 minutes all the way up to 9 minutes now, and now it went up to 12. Oh boy. It looks like I've already joined up with 2 other DPS, but we still need 2 tanks and 2 support and 1 more DPS, and the average wait time just keeps going up and up, and it sucks. Just let me in. The rift is right there. I could just step into it.
I am the rift. I am the rift.
What do you want from me?
Step into me.
What? But I need friends to come with me.
Step into me. Join me in the darkness. You don't need friends.
But the game says I need friends with me.
No. What are you? A little mama's boy?
Take that back.
Enter me.
That's it, Rift. Prepare yourself. Ninja! Ah! It's been 11.5 minutes. Why is there nobody doing this one? Why? Your eyes brim over with tears.
Come on, let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in.
I'll sneak my way in. Dang it. Just let me in the rift. Chase after him myself.
Come on. Come on, Moonbreeder. You can get up. Come on, like seriously, Moonbreeder. How long are you going to wallow on the ground like that? Come with me into the rift. You're gonna be one of my party members. Come on. I've been waiting here for 13.5 minutes. The average wait time keeps going up. I'm starting to believe that it's just me and those 2 other DPS, and that's it. That's all that's queuing for this one. Why? Why? Please, someone.
Well, Brita, I'm sorry. You are dead. Or dying. You're going to die. I cannot enter this darn rift. You win. Rift. I will never be able to go through you. To fight Nabrialas. How could I? Please, anybody! Please! I just need 5 more people. Please. Anyone, please. No one. There is no one. Slap you. Hand over your secrets. Let me in. Poke you. Poke you. I poke you many times. Okay, look, man, you gotta let me in, okay? Just come on. Me. Let me in. I'm come on, man. Please. Whatever will I do? Whatever can I do? Just don't know. If only I could water float. Seriously, the average wait time just keeps going up. It's now 18 minutes. And I've been here for 18 minutes. I'm never gonna get in. I'm never getting in, am I? Oops. 18 and a half minutes waiting for a party. Come on. Come on. Finally. Ah! You better ready up. Yeah, that's right.
Put your faith in the light.
Full party. full party as if there's anything else. As if there's a way to enter any duty without a full party. Hi, Minfilia. Sorry it took so long. You see, I had to find 7 people to join me in this rift. And there was a bit of confusion with the duty finder, thinking I wanted to go fight Midgardsormr again. Huh? This urgency to only hit towers in the second phase if you're a tank. One more party members have yet to complete this duty. Yeah, me, I have yet to complete this duty. Faint this man. Pluton. There. Oh. Ah. Shadow Sprites. What? I have no clue what's going on. Kill Shadow Sprites, that's all I know. I'll stick with y'all. I hope y'all know what you're doing. Right there, come on. Save something until second phase. Limit break. Assassinate you. Assassino. Woo. Ah. I destroy you. It's already dead. Okay. Stab. Bang. Stay. Oh, second phase, huh? There's a second phase.
Impossible.
There's the power over time itself.
What do? Guess I stabbed the ethereal tear on what is that though? What? 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 How did? What? What happened? What happened? Well, half of us are dead. Accepts. Oh, at least this is recoverable. Yeah. Thank goodness. He's so close to death. Oh. Yes! Secret Ascian Man. Woo. Seriously, thank you for a group, party, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, commendations to peoples. High thanks to Minfilia.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
Yeah, no thanks to you lying on the ground for 18 minutes plus. Donnie?
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come?
Who's that? What was that?
Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, Scions.
Not if we use the staff to kill you. Once and for all. Oh, yo. What if we just did it right here?
There will be no next time. This is the end.
Yeah. 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 Let's do it.
What trickery is this?
Yeah.
No. No. You cannot. No.
Yes, we can. Then we will. Now what? I
Use
take the
Tube
staff?
Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free.
Will do. Nodders.
Concentrate! Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light.
Yeah.
What?
Kamehameha.
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Come on.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Come on.
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Can you not do that with your siphoning thing? Or are you currently doing that? What are you doing?
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, Moonbreeder?
Master Louisoix, I understand now. The choice
No.
you made.
No.
In death, there is life.
Just use your
Farewell,
siphon.
Urianger. You daft old coot.
Yeah, just pick up your siphon thing and actually use it. Maybe.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
Ridiculous.
What? No! It cannot end!
Die. Now.
I am eternal!
No, you're not.
I am immortal!
Not anymore. In fact, you never really were.
Moonbreeder. She's
Why
gone.
didn't she just use her siphon? It's right there. Was it being used? I mean, it was glowing, but she wasn't like pointing it at him, so...
You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
Really?
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
Really? Cause you had 20 minutes!
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
Well, about that. Y'all took your sweet time getting here. And she sacrificed herself.
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands. Does Urianger know?
Do you see him here?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Sharlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louisoix. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Sharlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Oh. Here we are.
We took out an Ascian, but at what cost?
Never have I seen Urianger so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in the Charlayan Manor to celebrate Moonbreeda's life and mourn her passing. Quest complete! Ba, 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 ba.
Ooh, that tonal shift. And next, In Memory of Moonbreeda. But it will have to wait until next time. Because it is like 9:18 and I need sleep. But we're getting there. In Memory of Moonbreeda, I wonder how far along that is. If I were to. Oh. FF14. Main story quest list. Let's see. Pa 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 pa. Pa pa pa. Little 50s. Pa 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 pa. Okay, looks like After In Memory of Moonbreeda starts Before the Fall Part 2, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 quests. Just 16 quests, which looks like it includes 2 dungeons or duties or whatever you want to call them. 16 quests, and then Heavensward. Should be able to do that, hopefully. Although it took all of this, all of this stream just to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quests. Oh boy. That's the way of it. Now it's time to end the stream. I will be back with more of the Pathless next Monday, and more Final Fantasy next Wednesday. But I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.